How it all began was when I was with their foundation, rehab center, in 1972, and I was there for over 18 months under rehab. And after I finished the program, I worked for them as a staff. And one day, Lino and company arrived at the central office where I was the OIC then. So I met them, and Lino was there to ask or wanted to get a permit to shoot in one of the rehab centers in Cavite, sa Bahay Padasa. So I was the one who entertained them, and I told Lino that I'm not authorized to give you a permit. Father Bob is not here, so you'll have to come back when Father Bob is here. But I'll give him your request, Capo. So they went back a week after, and they got the permit to shoot. And after that, Lino asked me if I wanted to be part of the film, since the film that he's doing was about the rehab, and I was once a resident there, so I won't be, di ba, mahihirapan o mahihilang. And that he would need me for 5 days, and that he was going to pay me 200 pesos a day. That was the clincher, because I was only earning 600 pesos a month. So I mean, here comes this guy offering me $1,000 for 5 days work. I mean, no brainer. I said yes without even thinking of what I was going into. Ganun kasimple lang yun. That's how it started. I had no idea. I have no experience at all with film, or I'm very bad with Tagalog. Basta, it was the 1,000 pesos that really caught my attention. So that's how it began. I am an undergraduate from Mapua. I wanted to be an engineer. Actually, what I really wanted to do was to play basketball all my life. So my father was a coach in both Mapua and Ateneo, and so I grew up with balls all around me, and that's what I wanted to do really. So, and obviously that did not happen. So, and yun, after the film was done, we were billed as the seven new breed of actors. Kasama ko si Sox, si Topacio, si Nanding Josef, ako, si Rudy Hermano, basta we were 7. And that was how we were billed, the new breed of actors. Hindi man extra. Well, it's a short role actually. Kasi nga, because it was about rehab, and hindi masyadong mahirap sa akin yung kung ano man yung lines, and I didn't have any long lines really, very very short lines na kahit sino siguro would be able to do, di ba? So hindi parang no effort, no walang problema. Kaya lang ang what bothered me then was yung how things were done. I mean, I had no idea how films are being made, di ba? Ganun pala yun, di ba? Ang tagal ng setup, di ba? Once it's set up, di ba? They get an angle, and then after, hindi pa natatapos yun, cut and move again to another angle. Sabi ko, what a waste of time, di ba? Di ba? I just simply didn't know how movies are made, so ganun, sabi ko, parang ang tagal, di pa ako nakapagsalita, cut na, di ba? Di ba? So, yun lang medyo, di ba? Sabi ko, something really different. Actually, I have had no problems with memory work from day one, di ba? It's been, memory work is not a problem to me actually. I enjoy doing or memorizing, di ba, lines. After 3-2-1, November ba yun, end of November, Lino calls me, sabi niya, Bembol, gusto mo bang mag-teatro? Sabi ko, teatro? Ano yun? I mean, basta, pumunta ka dito sa PETA. Diba? So, and I did, di ba? Pumunta ako sa PETA. So he explained to me what theater is all about, and sabi ko, sige, sige. Uh, uh, so we did, ang title nito? Yung kay Orlando na address na... Hanggang dito na lang. Wherein Lino was there and Len Santos, di ba? 3 characters lang yun eh. So, and it became one of the biggest hits of PETA at the time, di ba? Sa Fort Santiago pa to, sa Raha Soliman. So, it was a big hit. So, December, we went on tour. So, nag-tour kami around Mindanao and, di ba? And while we were doing these tours, kinikwento ni Lino, my next film in Manila, and it's Jay Lagan and Hilda Coronel. I'll need you again, then. I'll get you again for 5 days, same deal, diba? 5 days, 200 pesos a day. So, oh yeah, sure. I mean, diba? Without thinking. So, nagtutour kami, diba? Dumating ang February, we came from Mindanao. Pag uwi namin, gabi, Lino calls me up and kasi nga nakapag-shoot na siya ng 4 days with Jay Lagan as the lead. So they had shot already for 4 days. No? And when they watched the rushes of what they shot, sabi ni Lino, no, this will not work. Jay, no way. Yeah. So, and Mike Leon agreed. So their conversation was, it's either we get a veteran actor or a newcomer. So, and that's where I came in. They gambled on a newcomer. And so Lino calls me up, sabi niya, Bembol, may problema sa shooting. Ha? Sabi ko, anong problema? I was so eager kasi sabi ko, mapupurtnata pa yata yung 1,000 ko, di ba? Sabi ko, ano nangyari? What happened? So kwento siya, ganito. Ang tabi, ngayon niya. Ngayon, backup pa to, Hindi, so we decided to try you. And I was speechless after that. Paliwanag pa siya ganito, get the script from BBC, Calvario, etc. And all of a sudden that fell into my hands. I mean, that's to me, as far as I think, is just destiny. It's not even supposed to be mine. So, and ayun, that's how I got my gila. Unang-una, di ba naka-isa pa lang ako na minor, here comes a role that is really, di ba, so big and, di ba, sabi ko, I don't know if I can do this, di ba? Tapos sabi naman ni Lino was very assuring, sabi niya, Ben, we have to have a one-on-one workshop for you to learn more about, di ba, kasi ako noon, monotone lang akong magbitaw ng lines. Alam mo na yun, I didn't really understand much of the craft, di ba? Hindi ko naman talaga linya to, di ba? So we did a lot of, di ba, readings and, di ba, he would explain to me how to get into character and all these things that are, di ba, nakaka-bloka kasi daming info na dumadating na kailangan mong di ba, i-digest at intindihin, di ba? So sabi niya, don't worry, pagdating sa shooting, I'll take care of you, di ba, etc. So, ayun, ganun naman nangyari actually. Every scene, Lino, and that's how he is really. He explains to his actors, di ba, yung eksena, di ba, yung importance ng scene, and very detailed siya sa actor. So, hindi ka mahihirapan ng sobra ba. Kasi nga yung middle namin is low middle eh. You know, we were 8 siblings, and my father was coaching and teaching only, di ba? So, we just had enough ba? So, I more or less, di ba, didn't have too much of, di ba, extra, di ba? Walang extra. So somehow, di ba, so in being sa mga squatter meron din mga squatters na napupuntahan ko, di ba? So, ganun. in Quezon City, in Kamuning.
Ah.
Yeah, that's where I grew up. I studied in Ateneo. All of us did, so that's where my father coached and taught algebra and math. And he was a civil engineer actually by profession, but he never worked on that. Actually, para akong lutang nung binabasa ko yung script kasi nga, I just couldn't imagine doing the role kasi sobrang haba, sabihin sobrang malalim yung karakter ni Julio. So, lutang lang ako, di ba? Yung ang daming iniisip na kung ano ng possibilities, kung paano, di ba? If it was the right choice for them to have gotten me and all these things, di ba? Natural, wala naman akong self-confidence pa at that time, di ba? How could I have had, di ba, confidence? Wala naman akong experience. Di ba? So,
and you were only 19.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
For 20, maybe.
Yeah, kung 75, 22 na ako. Yeah, because tapos ako 19 when I went to there, I was out by 22.
So, a kid, you're basically a kid.
Yeah.
And then very new in showbiz.
Yes. Hilda at that time was known already, but and Lino always believed in Hilda about her capabilities and her talent. Napakagaling ni Hilda. I learned a lot from her actually. How to memorize long lines and put it into units and all these things. And ganun ba? So, I did learn a lot from her. Yeah. Siyempre, nervous nga ako eh. Sa lahat naman, sa lahat ng mga artista na nakasama ko na kilala na, di ba? I mean, hindi ko alam kung paano ko haharap na. Actually, parang, di ba, ang feeling ko yung talagang newcomer, di ba? Yung talagang greenhorn. And so, I have nothing to talk to them about the craft and all these things. Alam lang, very insecure lang ang feeling ko lang. Parang shoot lang. It was just the right thing for all, di ba? For Lino, needing somebody who is innocent from the province and di ba yung exactly what he needed, exactly what I was then, di ba? Yung talagang, wala naman talaga akong kamuhang-muhang eh. So, all things that were happening to me were new to me. I didn't know there was a prostitution then for men. Ito ko ba yan? I mean, hindi ko alam yun talaga. So, hindi ko talagang ang daming bagay na namulatan ako na, really? Di ba? Dahil kung hindi pala alam. Di ba? Yeah, puro tanggap ako. Di ba? Kung ano man ang tinuro, kung ano may sinasabi nila, I would always listen intently and di ba, try to grasp whatever I could, di ba, to understand more, di ba, to learn more, di ba. I just kept an open mind and di ba. Si Lino, well, of course, kasi siya yung una siya yung unang director na nakatrabaho ko. So, I more or less know his characteristics sa set, di ba? And how he works with his actors and his crew and everybody else, di ba? Intense si Lino when he directs, di ba? He's very straightforward to what he wants. He knows what he wants and di ba? He expects people to just do what they have to do and di ba? Let him be, di ba? Let him do what he has to do and di ba? Siya, very organized, di ba? Kind of strict, di ba? Di ba? Kasi nga, ang tinuro sa akin, di ba? Remember, Bembol, I want you to be professional. You have to be professional. You always have to be ready when you go coming to the set, di ba? All these things, di ba? Come on time and So, yun ang mga unang tinuro sa akin na hanggang ngayon dala-dala ko, di ba? Ganon. So, yun. And when he directs nga the main character or the actor, ano yun, kinakanto niya yung artista and he would explain intently, di ba, ito yung eksena, di ba, this is what I want you to do, di ba, this is because this came from this scene, and di ba, yung detailed and maliwanag, di ba, and then, so, then he'll leave in, tell me, di ba, I'll come back for you and let me know if you're ready, di ba, parang gano'n. So, ganun siya parate. Quite patient too, sabihin, di ba siya, of course I make mistakes and that was expected, I suppose. Kasi nga may mga style na din, may kung ano-anong may method, may kung ano-anong di ba yung... I really didn't know I had the talent to perform or to act. Di ba? Hindi ko talaga, I had no idea I had the talent. So, but yun nga, while shooting this film, di ba, pagkatapos paliwanagan ako ni Lino kung anong kailangan gawin, di ba, it just came naturally. Sabihin, di ba, wala akong extra thing na ginawa to make it look natural. No? I was just myself actually. Di ba? So, yun, it's actually just one thing I have learned yung style ko is my own, di ba? Kami kanya-kanya yan eh. I have my own, di ba? And I try to keep it as simple and as, di ba, as believable as it can be, di ba? Parang ganun. That's what I've learned and that's what I've been doing past 44 years. So, yeah. And it's great, knowing that you have the ability to do characters of different kinds and be effective, di ba? Nakakatuwa eh, kasi, di ba, yung nakakatuwa talaga kasi maraming reactions ng mga manonood na talagang, like, kunyari yung Ora Pro Nobis, di ba? May lumapit sa akin, nagalit ako sa'yo, magiging salbahe ka. Pero nasa pelikula lang. Oo naman po. Yung ganun ba, nakakatuwa yung reactions. Yeah, not even after Manila was done, I still didn't feel or think that the ability to do that. Wala pa, hindi. No. I just did what I was asked to do, di ba? And then did the best I could, di ba? Parang ganun, di ba? I tried my best. So, pero yung to say that, di ba, alam ko na effective ako or alam ko kung paano ito. No way. No. Not at that time, no way. Wala akong playback noon. So you had to wait for the rushes, di ba? Process mo nila yung film, di ba? And then you have to watch it. Di ba?
But in Manila, were the rushes in between shoots? Or sa dulo lahat ang...
Hindi. After the roll is finished, di ba, ano na yun, ipapaprocess na yun. Tapos magsisettle lang the date to view the rushes, di ba, of what they have done so far, parang gano'n. So every couple of days yan, di ba, after shoot. So, gano'n. Pautay-utay, di ba, whatever they shoot, di ba, they save it, and then, di ba, pagka na-process na, pwede nang panoorin ng rushes. That's the only time they would know kung di ba, there's something wrong or we have to reshoot or di ba, whatever, di ba. So, ganun noon. Actually, I saw a clip of what they shot nga eh. Medyo, he was a bit chubby nga for that role actually. For that specific role, for who you imagine. Hindi talaga pwede. I mean, I understand now completely why Lino said that it won't work. Actually, not that Jay is not good at all. I mean, in fact, Jay is very good. Di ba? Kaya lang, for Julio Manchaga, hindi pwede. Hindi pwede yung ganong itsura. Kumbaga. alam ko, in fact, Jay was given several months, I know, for him to try to shed, lose weight and be ready for the part, which apparently he was unable to do. So, because the first rush I saw was yung sa Tatlo Dalawa Isa, di ba? So, Lino calls me up, Ben, alika, sunduin kita kasi meron tayong dubbing. Dubbing? Ano yun, di ba? Basta sumama ka sa akin. Sa sinundo ko, punta kami sa FPGA Studios, di ba? Sa maliliit na mga viewing rooms doon. Pagpasok ko pa lang, tumatakbo na yun. Nakita ko yung the whole film, mukha ko lang. Sabi ko, wow, ano yun, di ba? Yung buong screen, mukha ko lang. Extreme close-up, yung ECU, di ba? Oh my gosh, ganun ba yan? Di ba? Yun na and Dabi was just lip-syncing and all this. Pero, di ba, I was awed and, di ba, wow, di ba, ano ba ito, di ba, wow. I had no idea actually, di ba, talagang, oh my gosh. So in Manila, yeah, I saw a lot of rushes. Yeah,
And the screen in the dubbing is not even...
Hindi pa full yun, hindi pa full, di ba? Liit lang eh.
Bigger.
Pero, di ba yung talagang, my gosh, how can they do that? Talagang mukha lang, no? Later on, Lino tells me the reason why, in fact, I asked you to join us sa film sa Tatlo is because I found your eyes very expressive. Yeah. And that works for me. That's what I need. So, and be aware of that. Your eyes speak a lot of things without your mouth moving. So, nung una hindi ko maintindihan yun eh. I couldn't understand it. Pag nag-shoot kami, Ben, look for the camera. Ayun ang nakikita ko naman. Di ba? Hindi ko maintindihan na, di ba? Look for the camera, di ba? To use your, di ba, movements towards the camera, di ba? Find your light. Dami ilaw. Hindi, kasi meron naka-highlight. Di ba? Naka-highlight yan. Pag bibig ko ng konti, di ba? Mag-iiba na yung, di ba? Okay. Di ba? Hindi ko alam eh. Di ba? So, hindi ko naintindihan lahat yun eh. But yun na nga, unti-unti, di ba? Yung, ganun pala yun. So, di ba? Well, I think I learned fast, di ba? Yung nga, merong mga setup yun na, di ba? Yung alam mo na, alam ko nang bigla, di ba? Yun yung ilaw ko. Alam ko na yung parang gano'n, di ba? So galing. My first concern was, di ba, yung hindi lang ako magmukhang tanga, di ba? And I was confident that Lino would help me, di ba, get out of that problem. So, I had no idea really that it will become one of the greatest movies, Filipino movies ever made. Really. I mean, I'm very fortunate, and there's only Lino to thank for. Apparently Manila really is one of the greatest films ever. It was very, very difficult kasi mainit, di ba? Physical yung ginagawa, di ba? Papalan na. Not that I haven't done anything of that sort, di ba? Hindi yun. Kaya lang, di ba, under the sun and all. And the way shooting goes, di ba? Sandali, sa setup, tapos, di ba, yung cut, and di ba, nakababat ka sa... it was really, physically demanding. Mahirap yung shoot. Mas lalo nang shooting sa Binondo. Kasi ang daming tao, di ba? So, ang hirap ng crowd control. Sabihin, maswerte pa nga ako kasi hindi naman ako kilala eh. So, hinahanap sila mga artista, di ba? Hanap sila ng kung sinong artista, hindi nila alam ako yung di ba, nandun lang ako sa tapat nila, hindi nila alam, di ba? Ganun. Gulo, mahirap. Pero somehow that played an advantage for the production kasi nga, di ba, hindi ako kilala, hindi ba, so hindi nila, wala silang pakialam. Di ba, hindi naman nila alam kung, di ba. So from that time on, I always considered myself an accidental actor. Not because only because I didn't even think about it, not even dream about it.
But in the movie, you were in nearly all the scenes.
Yeah.
Oh, the story really rotates.
Evolved, around Julio Machaga. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Complete. Talagang sobrang. Ang alam ko nga, ang pagkakaintindihan ko doon, Lino tried to shoot it chronologically para hindi ako mahirapan sa characterization nga, di ba? Like, for example, di ba yung mga, ang shooting noon, patalon-talon, di ba? From one location to another, di ba? Or pagsasama-sama yung lahat ng location scenes and shoot all of them, di ba? Para, di ba, move on to another scene, di ba? Lino, ang alam ko, hindi ganun ang ginawa. You know, we would shoot in the construction scene, di ba? Kunyari, kasunod na yun sa Tondo, we would move to Tondo and shoot that scene and then come back to parang ganun, as much as he could, di ba? Yung, parang nga daw, hindi nga ako mahirapan sa characterization and di ba? Yung, hindi ako maguluhan, hindi ako maligaw, yung ganun. So, as much as possible, I know that's how he had wanted to do it. Kaya nga nung finale, di ba? That was really the last day of shoot, di ba? Umaga pa lang, nagsiset up na si Mike for the night scene. Kasi nga, di ba, yung pinatay ko si Chuatek, di ba? Tapos takbo, di ba?
So last day din yun?
Last day yun. Diba? We did that all, yung lakad, magmula nung lakad ko after yung kami ni Paul sa, yung demonstration scene na kasama si Mario, diba? Bago ako tumuloy sa, yun nga yung paglalakad niya papunta to the house of Chuatek, diba? Ano yun, that's all one day. Yung lakad na yun, tapos yung pagkakyat, yung pagpatay, diba? Yung pagtakbo, and then yung corner. By the time we were there, sa corner, sa last shot, di ba? Last scene, duling-duling na ako sa pagod, di ba? Talagang I was physically exhausted, I was mentally exhausted, di ba? Talagang pagod na ako. So, eto na, Bembol, kinanto na ako. Bembol, understand this. Sabi niya, this is the last scene, this is your scene. Sabi niya, this is so important. Isipin mo lahat yung nangyari. Di ba, yung ganito, yung papaliwanag, yung ganito. So this is very important, Bembol. I will be here and concentrate. Just concentrate. Di ba? I need you to perform your quest. Okay, tagal ko doon. Sabi ko na, ready. Okay, ready. Okay. Lights, camera, action. Di ba yung gano'n, di ba? So, cut! Salamat sa No, take two. Umiiyak talaga ako, literally. Lino, ayoko, pagod na. Hindi ko na kaya, Lino. Exactly what I need. Stand up. Binuhat talaga ako. No, I need another shot. So, Maria, talaga. Ang habang shoot, di ba? Ang habang shoot. Kaya talagang balagbag na ako nung dulo, nung finale, di ba? I was just so tired. I just wanted to finish the shoot. Diba? Ang daming angles nun, ang daming shots nun. Matagal yun. More or less, kulang 2 hours siguro yung running scene hanggang na-corner ako. In fact, yung corner na yun, hindi talaga corner yun eh. May bukas yung right side nun eh.
Okay.
Sabi ko, hindi ko kasi naintindihan, di ba? Naaanggula lang pala, di ba? labasan, di ba? Nakanto ako nun. And it turned out really well. Maraming eksena dun na, di ba, yung nilibing na si, yung namatay na si Ligayan, di ba? So, nag-restaurant din, nilinlang mo na ako ni Tommy Apuel, di ba? Kumain kami, yung Yossi, Piratay Pito, di ba? Bago niya sinabi na patay na si Ligayan, di ba? Showing with the newspaper, di ba? So, di ba? So, yung scene na ipapasok na siya sa libingan, di ba? Nandun kami sa Malayo, sa may puno, di ba?
Yes.
So, that's again one very important scene sa amin niya. So, remember, si Ligaya, mayroong hinanap ko sa buong buhay mo. Yan namatay na dahil tumatala mo kung bakit, etc. Diba? So, I need you to concentrate again here. Kaya doon sa shot na nagsusung in sa akin na, di ba, sakto yung bagsak ng luha, di ba? Kasi si Lino, very particular sa ganyan. Ayaw niya yung ngumangaw-ngaw na iyak. No, hindi pwede kay Lino yun. He will stop you. No, that's not what I want. Di ba? Walang hysterics dito. I don't take hysterics for any drama scene or so it has to be subtle, it has to be, di ba? So mas smart ka nga naman, di ba? You can feel nakikita mo lahat yung emotions na without distortion, di ba? So, meron mga direction si Lino na sometimes unbelievable, di ba? Yung set up siya na I want your tear to fall on this line on your left eye. What? Parang are you kidding? Diba? But it's doable. It's doable. That's what's amazing. I mean, there are not many, but some of Lino's actors that I talked to, si Gina Alharfel Kama, alam niya yan kasi she was asked to do the same, di ba? At certain line, ganun, bagsak sa kaliwang mata kasi dyan naka-highlight yung ilaw and let the others follow after, di ba? Parang ganun. Di ba? Wow. Ibang klase si Lino. Pinikilabutan ako pagka naalala ko yung sa Ora Pro Nobis, for example. In Ora Pro Nobis was the first film after 3 years of I got out of the industry for 3 years to reflect, to think about things, to etc. And so I talaga shut down.
Mga late 70s po.
Hindi, 80s na yan. 86 to 89.
Okay.
I was out. I didn't want to do anything with the entertainment, film or TV, whatever. Talagang kumawala ako, di ba? And the first film that I did after that, and only because it was Lino who was looking for me. Hinahanap ko ni Lino kaya may gusto ko niyang kunin sa isang pelikula. Di ba? Sure, okay. So, di ba yun nga, Ora Pro Nobis nga yun, di ba? So, nung first shooting day, sinasabi ko sa lahat, nininervous ako. I felt so uneasy kasi after 3 years, di ba? Parang naninibago ko, di ba? Nininervous. Walang gustong maniwala sa Lino. O sila, Gina, sabi, ikaw ba, ang galing-galing mo, chat. Hindi nga, hindi, walang naniniwala, but I was so nervous. So, nung may eksena kami nung gabi, yung pinatay ko na yung father, at di ba, tinahin ko yung utak, di ba? Meron isang scene doon sa loob ng chapel na simple lang. I was walking, di ba, ganun lang, tapos turn, and di ba, dialogue, simple na, nung, di ba, nung umpisa, ano yun, no break, di ba, madali, di ba? This time around, I couldn't get my timing right. I wasn't feeling good. I felt uncomfortable and Lino, sabi ko, hindi ko maintindihan. Hindi ako komportable. Nininervous ako. Ay, Bembol, tumigil ka. Di ba? Hindi rin naniniwala. So, nag-lockjaw ako. Sa nervyos. Lockjaw. Nanigas ako. Sa tension. Sabi niyo, hindi tumakbo ka na sa labas, isigaw mo sa labas yung tension na sigaw. I ran outside and shouted. Meron pala ganun, hindi ko alam, na nangangalawang ang craft, di ba? Pag hindi mo na pagka nabakasyon ka, di ba? Hindi ko alam na ganun, meron palang ganun. Nangangalawang, hindi mo makuha yung tamang lahat, timing, yung pag-ikot lang, hindi ko alam kung pakaliwa o kanan, kung kaliwa pa. Wow, ano ba nangyayari? Ano ba nangyayari?
But he knew how to advise you.
Oh yeah.
On what to do.
Oo, yun nga. Pinta ko, sigaw mo yan, let it out of your chest, di ba? It's going to kill you, sabi yan. Tapos nipitan ako, okay ka na. Oh, thank you. And after that day, actually, I felt the confidence was back in right away. And I felt Commander Contra. Pag naka-costume na ako Commander Contra, I knew I was in character right away. Without. Ganun yun eh. Sabihin, di ba, pagdating mo naman sa set, di ba, cool ka lang, di ba, once you're in costume, ano ka na, you become a different person, di ba? You get into character, di ba? Yes, so. Kasi nga, di ba, ang sa kanya nga, ano eh, yung dahil nga sa mata, di ba, for example, di ba, yung, gamitin mo, di ba, so let's use your eyes to convey what we want to say, di ba, without, so, yeah, mahilig siya doon, di ba, he used that a lot as a tool for his films, di ba, kasi it becomes very effective. An actor, a director's actor, actor's director, kasi nga, di ba, yung, ang style, I haven't really seen any other director doing the way Lino does things, di ba? Especially with actors, di ba? Yung sa kanya, all are important, kahit na yung big players lang, importante sa kanya yun, that they have to be, di ba, kumbaga, directed by the AD well, di ba, para, that's why he gets a lot of theater talents, para nga, di ba, yung flow will be, di ba, smooth and, di ba, na walang tatanga-tanga, ika nga, di ba, so, he's very particular with that, and so, yun nga, tsaka, nakatutok siya sa characterization, di ba? At sasabihin sa'yo, this is what I want, di ba? This, di ba? Ayoko ng sobra, ayoko ng kulang, di ba? So, find yourself, where you place yourself, and how to do it is what you have to work on. I considered Lino as a second father eh, kasi siya yung nagpasok sa akin dito sa trabaho to eh. Diba? So, yeah, so I always, for whatever reason, kunyari, yung gumawa na ako ng film sa ibang director, di ba? So, natural, hindi, iba yung style, natural, di ba? So, Lino ba, bakit gano'n si ganito? Hindi ba, call time alas 8, nandun ako, natural, as always, I was there before 8, di ba? 8 o'clock, wala pang tao. Di ba? Parating pa lang, 9, parating pa lang yung crew, yung, di ba siya? Ayun ako, Bembol, masanay ka na sa iba. Sa akin, di pwede yan, pero sa iba, that's how the system goes, di ba? Di ba? Anong gagawin ko? Di ba? I come on time kasi yun sabi sa call slip, di ba? Well, you have to be patient, sabi niya eh. Di ba? Sabi niya, o ngayon, kung di ka talaga makatiis, o di hintay mo, hintay ka several hours, and if they're not there, then go. Sabi niya, di ba? Kasi, ganun ang ginagawa ko nga, di ba? Ganun naman talaga ang sistema. Sabi, they never follow time, and they were not very conscious about time, di ba? Napaka-importante sa akin yun, di ba? Time freak ako, di ba? Tell me 2 o'clock, I'll be before 2, di ba? For sure. Kahit anong gawain ko, di ba? Basta oras, I am always punctual. That's what I learned, that's what was taught to me, di ba? So, importante sa akin nun, di ba? Tapos ganun-ganun na lang, di ba? Di ba? Yung mga superstars come 5-6 hours after the call time. What? Hindi yun, di ba? Kaloka. Man. If there were any problem, I would spend hours just talking, just discussing about things that ako nga puro tanong dahil nga lang akong kaalam-alam, hindi ko alam kung paano, diba? And anything under the sun actually I can talk to him about. We became very good friends. Always, for no reason, napupunta ako sa peta, o tawagan ko siya, basta, kumbaga parang kasangga, di ba, he was my mentor, my friend, my teacher, and everything, was everything to me. Very lively ang character ni Lino, so, animated, di ba, nakakatuwa nga yung pagka, he would, kunyari gagayahin niyo yung isang artista, di ba sa ganito, kaya, at ang galing-galing niya, di ba? He's a very good, di ba, pagka minimimik niya yung character, kuha niya, ang galing-galing niya. At he's a very, has a very strong sense of humor and a very funny fellow, and di ba, tawa lang, always siya, puro katatawanan lang pagka nag-uusap-usap ba. On the set, ganun din yun. Pag meal time, di ba, biruan lang yun. Di ba, everybody happy, pero after that, everything serious. Di ba, pagka work is work, di ba, meal time, pwedeng happy-happy, di ba, pwedeng biruan, di ba, pero it was very part of, even before I got married, di ba, lahat ng mga problema ko sa girlfriend, di ba, naibapat ko rin sa kanya, di ba. Even after I was married, di ba, siya pa rin yung takbuhan ko, di ba. I was probably having problems with my wife, di ba, siya pupunta ko, di ba, parang, gano'n. I think I did 7, 8, or even 9 with Lino, I think, before he passed away. Yeah, marami. Tatlo isa, Maynila, Lunes, Martes, Miyerkules. Umangot at tutulogin kita. And then I also did some TV shows for him, anyway. Yeah, hindi pa meron siyang TV show pa nun eh. So lahat, actually, theater, TV, films, I worked with him. Yes, there was a premiere, yes. And again, di ba, hindi ako sanay sa limelight, di ba, di yung parang nakafocus sa akin yung attention ng lahat ng tao. Nakakailang ako nun, mga panahon na yun, kasi I didn't know how to react, I didn't know what to do. All new to me. Hindi ko alam na ganun ka powerful or how big a thing it was, to become kasi nga I was introduced as a dramatic actor more than anything else, anyway. Yun ang linya ko, kumbaga, di ba? So, and that's what Lino wanted to package me, how he wanted to package me as a dramatic actor. So I was for several years before I went in transition to drama, to action, to transitions. I made film where I was a director, di ba? So nung natapos ko yung shooting, ay ko, Lino, halika, panoorin mo yung rushes ko. Ano na ako, semi-done na ako, so nag-i-edit na ako siya talaga. Panoorin mo. Nanood ka na. Nung natapos yung viewing sa akin, Bembol, I didn't realize you're a very violent man. Kasi action. You're a very violent man. I mean, what expects action movies. Quite conscious of how I did some scenes. Diba yung parang, tama ba yung parang, sinasabi ko sa sarili ko, I guess so, kasi Lino approved. Kasi Maynila is a simple love story, a tragic love story. Di ba? Yun lang naman yun eh. That's what it is to me, di ba? It's a very tragic love story, di ba? Kaya yung pagkamatay, yun talaga, yung parang gumunaw ang mundo, di ba? Parang, oh my God, what else will I live for, di ba? Yung hinahanap ko, namatay na, di ba? So talagang mabigat yun sa ang feeling ko, even in character. Oh my God, she's gone. Ang reference naman pala ni Lino, gano'n nga, di ba? Kasi nga, si Ligaya is your Ligaya. So, yun lang naman ang buhay mo. Wala ka naman ibang gusto na di ba? Diba? Si Ligaya lang ang gusto mo nangyari nga yun na gano'n na, di ba? Kaya nga yung scene, di ba, yung finally I saw her sa Salle-College church, di ba? We ended up in a motel or hotel room na. That was a very hard scene actually. Pero ang galing ni Hilda ron. Yung, di ba, yung when she was, di ba, saying how things happened kung anong nangyari, di ba, na tinulong siya ng check and ang init sa small room, di ba, in one of the
it was really a hotel.
Yeah, it was a hotel in Santa Cruz somewhere. Di ba? So, ang liit ng room, maliit pa rito Di ba? So, with all the light, and noon, kailangan, hindi pwede pa yung, di ba, yung minimal light, hindi, kailangan nakabomba lahat ng di ba? Walang aircon, natural, di ba? Ang init talagang tagagtak ng pawis at lahat, di ba? Ang init, ang hirap. Pero ang galing ni Hilda ron. I mean, that was her scene
Yeah, kasi long mo.
long mo. Ilang na ilang ako doon kasi hindi ko alam. Oh my God, meron. This is really happening. Parang hindi ko kaya to, pero di ba? I had to, di ba? I had to. Ang initial ano ko talaga yung ilang lang ako, di ba? Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Hindi ako makapaniwala talaga, hindi ako makapaniwala. Ganun yung mga callboy, di ba? Yung mga putol, tinatawag. Oh my gosh. Yes, palang ganun. Oh yeah, it's really difficult to shoot kasi you just imagine the smell, I mean, estero and all, and yung tubig itim. I mean, it's really dark, black, di ba? Yung, alam mong madumi, di ba? Yung tambakan, yung Smoky Mountain. Wow, man. Yes. It's totally different.
Has it become better?
You know what? In actuality, no. di ba? The problems then are still problems now, maybe on a different level and context, but di ba, it's basically the same. What we got then are still, di ba, existing now and even worse actually. So, nakakalungkot. So, yun, in that sense, it's really very, very sad for all, di ba? Na hindi na-address yung mga problema. It's not easy to grasp, di ba, yung kalakihan ng buong idea na sikat ka o, di ba, you're a movie star, I couldn't grasp it completely for a long time, actually. For a long time. Sabi ko, diba, I may be a star, but I'm still me, you know. Diba, bugoy pa rin ako, diba? Pero hindi na pwede. Therefore, you know, you have other responsibilities now. Being a star, diba, you have to, diba, hindi ka na pwede yung kung ano may ginagawa mo dati. You have to watch yourself, and diba, it's a personal crisis on my part. Hindi ko ma-merge, hindi ko ma-balance yung personal sa, di ba, sa pagiging artista, di ba, I couldn't draw the line, and di ba, who am I here and what am I here, and di ba, how do you do this, and di ba, what am I supposed to do here, di ba, parang ganun, hindi ko talaga ma-reconcile yung kung anong dapat kong gawin. I mean, you know, honestly, hindi ba talagang how do you call that? Overwhelming yung attention na makukuha mo eh. Becoming a star, di ba? Too overwhelming, talagang sobrang para kang Diyos eh, di ba? You get away with anything and everything you want, di ba? Wow! I mean, talagang sobra. And ang problema doon, yung it goes into your head, di ba? And if you don't watch it, you lose it, di ba? You lose your personal, your being. Kaya, I can say this now, di ba? Daming artista na, di ba, kala nila ganun na lang, di ba? Yung kala nila walang katapusan, di ba? Hindi di ba? Magkising-kising kayo, di ba? Because that's not reality, di ba? You have to keep your feet on the ground all the time, otherwise you lose it really. Nag-iiba yung pagkatao. I've seen a lot of them like that. I was almost one of them like that, di ba? Until I was one day awakened by my wife. Diba? Sabi siya, alam mo, Bembol, hindi na ikaw yung Bembol na kilala ko nung iyabang mo na ngayon. And that was like a slap on my face. Kasi totoo. I mean, mabot sa punto na gano'n eh. Wow, parang nung sinabi, talaga parang kung sinabi, kasi nga totoo, sabi ko, oh man, I had to, diba, go down and I'm very thankful and very fortunate to have had him as a friend kasi talagang ang laki ng may tulong niya, sabi niya, di ba? Sobrang dami kong natutunan sa kanya and all very important, di ba? He's a very good friend to be with, di ba? Kasi nga, wala siyang pretense, wala siyang keme, di ba? He's just Lino, di ba? Ganito ako, di ba? And so straightforward, di ba? He's honest, di ba? Always gives you sensible advices, di ba? Parating may ibig sabihin na may laman na, di ba? So, ang tingin ko nga sa kanya, di ba? Yung talagang siya lang ang pwede kong lapitan para pagtanong kung ano man yung gustong malaman o kailangan ko itanong o, di ba? Whether it be as small as, di ba, anything and or as big as whatever, di ba? He would know, di ba, what to tell me, and di ba, I would listen. Kaya ang sarap niyang kaibigan, di ba? Bukod nga sa funny siya, he's so funny, and di ba? So very pleasant to be with, di ba? Never a dull moment with Lino. Ang dami niyang kwento na nakakatawa. And how he started and all this thing, where he came from, and so sa bukid sila lumaki and all these things with his brother Danny and his mother. I met them all.
I met them all?
Oo naman, all of them. Pati yung brother niya si Danny. And, yeah.
Nag-away din ba kayo?
Nag-away? There was a little falling out for a short time. Hindi ko maalala yung details nung kung ano yung pinagtampuhan niya o ako nagtampo o basta merong sandaling panahon na parang nagtampuhan kami, parang gano'n.
Matagal ba siya magtampo?
Ay, hindi.
Siya ba nangungunang magbati?
Hindi man. Hindi, well, I don't know about other people, diba? Pero yung sa amin, he didn't come to me and say sorry or whatever. Hindi. Ako yung tumami sa akin. I think I needed him more than he needed me. Di ba, parang gano'n.
Was he much older than you? Si Lino?
Not much. Mga 10 years.
10 years na.
More or less siguro. There's a funny story about that. That night, nung nangyari yung aksidente, I was out in the evening. Nung pauwi na ako, doon mismo sa East Avenue, nakita ko yung aksidente na kasalpok sa... I saw it. Eh, hindi ko kilala yung kotse, tsaka may mga tao na. Di ba, may mga shows na. Sabi, so I went straight home, di ba? Lapit na lang. Pagpabak pala sa kotse, may tawag na. Balitaan mo ba? Ano? Diba? Si Lino, disgrasya. Dadaan ko lang dun eh. Sabi ko, hindi nga. Sabi, oo, patay.
Who was this? Who broke you the news?
I can't remember who exactly, but I was in denial right away. Yeah, so I saw that accident.
You couldn't believe at first. You didn't want to believe.
Oh no, I was in total denial na. Totoo yun. Pero nung umaga pa lang, kinda, pero I didn't want to know more yet. Muna, di ba? So, I went to his wake and alam, feeling ko na like I lost my father. And I mean, so tragic, ganun klase, di ba yun? Anong klaseng pagkamatay ng aksidente na ang bata-bata pa niya. I was so young when he passed away. Dami pa niya mag-aga. Kasi Lino was well advanced in his time, and the way I see, actually, iba yung vision siya, iba yung gusto niyang palabisin sa mga films niya, di ba? And he used filming as a tool to convey messages that are important to him, di ba? Ano aktivista si Lino, he was always an activist, di ba? For the right reason, sabihin, di ba? So, in that sense, di ba? believe ako sa kanya dahil sa paninindigan niya sa kanyang paniniwala, di ba? Wala siyang pakialam, di ba? He was jailed, di ba, together with Ben, and, di ba? Dahil sa kanyang paniniwala. I mean, I admire him a lot because of that. Di ba?
Tapa.
Oo, I mean, di ba? He would speak out, hindi mag-alinlangan yun, sabihin niya yung gusto niya sabihin, di ba? In that sense, it was, di ba, really an admirable person. At yun nga, ano siya, taong lupa, alam mo na yun, yung totoong tao, di ba? Walang pretense, walang yabang, walang, di ba? Just a simple human being with a lot of sense. You know, that's what's amazing about him. And I mean, how could he done that? Di ba? Yung shooting a film itself already, di ba? Yung logistics yan, di ba? Napakalawak na nung kailangan mong isipin eh. Well, pero at the same time, he still had time to do all this pagka-aktivista niya, hindi niya binibitawan, di ba? And di ba? Sabi ko, wow, amazing this guy. I mean, amazing. Kaya even in theater, actually, di ba, marami siyang mga political, di ba, side remarks na, or di ba, things that he incorporates in his plays just to, di ba, say a point, or di ba, di ba, galing. I mean, admirable, really. What a man. And very vocal about, you know, na naiintindihan niya kung ano yung sinasabi niya, di ba? It's just not, di ba, dahil aktivista lang siya, hindi. Alam niyo yung sinasabi niya, di ba? Meron namang dahilan at punto yung mga pinaglalaban niya. Ora Pronobis. Tatlong magkakasunod yun eh. So, Ora Pronobis is first after my 3 years. Yeah, it was Ora Pronobis, yung kay Dina Boniti, gumapa ka sa Lusa, and then yung kay Sharon, yung...
Pasal ko ito.
Hindi, bumangon ka, tutulogin kita.
Yes.
Yeah, magkakasunod yun, three movies before I passed away. Hindi yun ang punto niya. Just he wanted me, period, for Commander Contra. Not because I was out or I was out of the industry, di ba? He didn't care, di ba? No, I just want him, di ba? So,
And so because it was him, you couldn't say no.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The only reason why I said yes was because it was Lino who wanted me, so.
And he knew what to tell you to bring you out of that
that break.
Moment na freeze.
Yeah. Kasi nung sa katagalan, di ba, puro reklamo yun. Sabi niya, alam mo, Bembol, papagod na ako sa reklamo mo. Alam mo, simplihan na lang natin. Alam mo, if you cannot take the industry, get out of the industry. Ganun lang kasimple. Huwag na natin pahirapan pa. Dahil yung reklamo eh. Puro reklamo, di ba? Di ba? Get hold of yourself, di ba? Understand yourself. Otherwise, di ba? Get out of the industry. Huwag ka na mag-artista kung hindi mo kaya. Di ba? Wala naman. Basa niya ako talaga. Huli niya yung kiliti ko. Magaling si Lino sa gano'n eh. I mean, he could spot people from nowhere, and di ba, alam niyang merong kakayahan. Di ba, kalamihan naman ang talent siya from nowhere. I mean, di ba?
Including Christopher.
Like me, no? Di ba? Di ba? Huh? Di ba? But yes, and I don't know how, I don't know what, di ba? But he has that talent of, di ba, knowing and kukonti lang naman, a handful of Brocka babies. not much.
But what a list.
Oh man. Oh yeah, sure. Sure, really. I mean, oh,
Were you up for awards for Maynila?
yes. Famous. Sabi sa akin, so may nomination, lumabas yung nomination. Manila had 7 nominations. Sabi niya, Bembol, so nominated ka for Best Actor. Sabi niya. But, I'm warning you, do not expect anything, okay? Huwag kang umasa dahil, di ba, trabaho lang yan, di ba? So, kung ano man ang mangyari, di ba, just keep it to yourself, di ba? Be humble. So, okay.
And you won, no?
Yeah.
Oh, for your first role, you won Best Actor.
Yeah. Yeah. Sunod-sunod yun, every year after that. Awards. After Farmers, I mean, yung Urian, I had Patas, I had almost all awards. It's fun.
What was the first award for Maynila that you got?
Well, Best Actor yun.
Best for, was it for Famas or Metro Manila?
Hindi, Farmers.
Famas.
Yeah.
Famas.
Farmers ang pinakamalaki noon
Yes.
at that time. For the longest time, actually, Farmers was the most prestigious and, di ba?
Wala pa yung Urian that time?
Wala pa.
Wala pa.
Sumunod pa lang yung
Yes.
mga 2 years after yata,
Oh.
which I won also. Well, Lino Brocka was my director for several movies, and he was responsible for me becoming an actor. Aside from that, Lino Brocka has this distinct kind of vision about how films are done and what messages it can bring to the audience in particular, and how effective filmmaking can be to convey messages that are very important. And in fact, Lino has achieved a lot of international acclaims that for films that are really important, memorable, and good. I mean, in all aspects, on the technical side, on the story side, and on the actors, and so Lino has been really one of the biggest directors in film and theater, in fact, to have come out, and I am very fortunate to have been part of that era where Lino was directing and making films, and being able to work with him was really an honor and special. So if I wish you, the younger generation, will have more interest with our national artist. Lino is so serving our national artist for film because he was one damn good director, plain and simple. So I would suggest when you look him up, Google him up, and find out the films that he has done and why he is one of the greatest directors the Philippines has ever had. Yeah, it's worth your while, I'm telling you. My sons, well, I don't teach them acting. I don't. I give them ideas. I guide them. I give them. It's puro pang whatever Lino taught me. Actually, I gave them all Lino's advices about being professional, about being humble, about all these things that are that will make you a better person. So all those I
Did they see in your movie?
yes. Yeah, but they're very good in their own sense. I mean, and that's what I told them even when they decided to become actors. I go, you'll have to work your own way up. Di ba? Kasi sabihin, I will be at your back all the time, but whatever, di ba, it's got to come from you. Sabihin, di ba, ang tulong ko will just be so, di ba, so much. Di ba? All the rest will have to come from you. But they're very sensitive actors. Unfortunately, di ba, hindi sa industriya natin kasi hindi talent ang hinahanap nila eh. Di ba? Unfortunately. Papulian, it's not the talent that they're looking for. Sayang.
Has it changed since you were...
Hindi noon, ano pa nga eh. May distinction pa yung, di ba, good actors, di ba, yung... Ngayon, parang wala na eh. Parang wala na pa. Sa akin na, parang 2-5 lang artista ngayon, di ba eh.
Dami.
Oo, sumikat ngayon. Kasi bukas wala na, di ba, nakakalimutan na kasi nga, okay lang eh. Wala namang bubuga. It's a huge responsibility becoming a director. It's not easy. Siyempre, di ba, again, it's all predestined. If you're meant to be a director, you'll become a director, di ba? Whether you like it or not. Di ba? But many aspire to become one, and there are so many requirements needed to become a good director. Di ba? So, yung how to work yourself up to become one, di ba, will take you quite a while. Di ba? So, other than if you have really an extraordinary vision or idea to come up with, di ba? So, and somebody agrees to your idea, will finance you to do, di ba, what you have in mind, maybe, di ba, you will have a good chance, di ba? Other than that, di ba, the competition will be very, very tough kasi nga marami ang gusto mag-direct, di ba? And, di ba, and, absolutely not all will be accepted, di ba? Konti lang ang magiging director at the end of the day, di ba? So, ano lang yun, puso lang siguro yan. Diba? Mas lalo na yung sa pagiging artista, thousands, diba? Nagtsatsaga, magpumila, magsumali sa mga kung ano-ano mga para, di ba, makuha lang, di ba? But if it's not destined for you, it will not be, it will not happen, di ba? Hindi, di ba? Hindi lahat ng gusto mo sa buhay mo makukuha mo, eh, di ba? Hindi ganun yun. That's how it works, di ba? So, di ba? Like in my case, di ba? Ako nga, hindi ko nga napanaginipan, hindi ko nga iniisip ever, di ba? O, yun, yet ako, naging artista ako, di ba? At hanggang ngayon, artista pa rin ako, di ba? So, di ba? So, yun, it's predestined, nakalinya naman sa, nakaguhit naman sa tadhana natin yan eh. Di ba? What you will become later on, di ba? Now, while you're young, yeah, you can dream, you can aspire for, di ba? You can, di ba? But to become what, di ba, is what you're supposed to be, di ba? No one can ever say, and di ba? Hindi masasabi ng kahit sino ang kung ano kang magiging, di ba, sa future, di ba? Hindi, wala, nobody can say that, di ba? Pero, yeah, keep your aspirations high. I mean, I'm not, di ba, hindi ko kayo discourage. Go for your dreams. Yeah, you've got to work hard, really hard for di ba? But it can also happen. Who knows, actually. Diba? So, sige lang, baka lang, diba? Be true to yourself, diba? Be happy, and enjoy life. Sabihin, what it is. Diba? Number one for me is yung to become professional in your in your field, in my field, and to respect your co-actors and everybody else, and being punctual on and being ready and all these things. This I cherish very much. This, to me, is very important because it has really made me a better actor in a way that I prepare for things, and that's the way it's supposed to be. So, very good piece of advice that are very beneficial to me. Oh, that I'd like to see. There's this one director that I somehow saw a similarity, and I told him so actually. Sabi ko sa kanya, you remind me of Lino. You have the same intensity, you have the same energy, you have the same vision, and sabi ko, good luck. I mean, yeah, go ahead. And we did the film together, and this film I really enjoyed doing, and I think it's one good film too.
Maybe know who he is?
Yeah, si Paolo Villaluna, the director of Pauwina. It's rare that I tell someone that you have similarities with Lino. In fact, it was the only person I said that